So more than over half of my life now, I've been doing graphic or like design overall. So it is a thing that comes with time as well. Just like, and if I had any designs, I would share them with you, like from back in the day, because they were just not good. They were horrible. But I
My
thought they were
God,
dope. But
at the
compared
time.
to now, it's like,
No,
oh God,
that's
what
so
did
cool
I
that
think?
no, what you're saying is just so interesting because obviously I'm not a designer. I don't know about that, but like I felt that way with my podcast because I always knew I wanted to do it, but
Hmm.
then I was like, no, it's not perfect enough. I need the perfect setup. I need the perfect camera. I need the perfect microphone. I need the perfect,
Hmm.
and that kept me from starting, which is so bullshit. So I think like people
Yeah.
who are actually very, very perfectionists, I think it can
Yeah.
often hold you back. And I always tell this people, but it really moved me. I don't know if you've ever heard this, but I read this on LinkedIn before. I'm sorry, I don't know who wrote this, but someone was like, if your product is perfect once it's out, you've released it too late. And I was like, oh my
That's
goodness,
true.
that's so true. And
Yeah.
one of my good friends, he was like, just put your podcast out. The first episode doesn't have to be perfect. By the way, nobody will listen anyway. So why are you scared? The first episode, nobody will see. You know what I mean? Like in the long run.
Kind of true.
So
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, true. So I love that mindset that you're like, but at the moment you did it and you designed the first draft. So the first, I guess, your first works, it was in that moment you were like, this is genius. I'm really coming through here. Or whatever you were thinking. I can
You don't
imagine.
even know. I was doing a YouTube channel with my friend, and again, I was 13, so I was still with the baby voice, like that. Hi, my name is Luis kind of voice, right? Like super high, the baby boy that I was. And I started doing like everything like Blender, for like 3D design and whatnot. And I legally downloaded Photoshop back then to try it out, and I did like the banner designs for the YouTube channel and the thumbnails and the profile picture and everything. And I thought I was doing God's work there, but I was not. I was not.
So
So
funny.
yeah. So over time, of course, you sharpen your skills like with any other skill, and I I do. It's still going back to your first question, like if it comes naturally. It takes me quite some time to design something. Of course, and I think every designer can relate to that, or every artist when it comes to your own like portfolio or website, which in that case it is, you look at it at a very different angle. First of all, you're way too knowledgeable about yourself. You know everything about yourself. So you think everything you know, obviously everyone else who visits your website or whatever, or your portfolio knows already, but they don't. So that's a big trap. And of course, as you mentioned, like perfectionism, I think every designer has it. And a lot of people who just enjoy doing their own stuff, like you with your podcast, a lot of people have that. And I think as you mentioned it, it also can be a sort of, for lack of a better word, excuse to start something that was maybe scared of. But at the same time, it's also like, yeah, of course you want to do your best work because who doesn't? Oh, that doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you not want to
True.
do your best work? Imagine
True.
how
That
cool it
makes
would be
sense.
if you could just do your work and it's like 100% perfect, just how you imagine it. But that's not very unlikely. Maybe someone can do it, but I don't know anyone who did it up until now. Like, es ist noch
No,
kein
that's
Meister
so
vom Himmel
true.
gefallen or whatever you say.
Yeah, and also like, now you did actually evolve so much probably in your design
Mhm.
journey and art journey and then like in 10 years you will look back at this era of your life and be like, what the hell was that?
100%.
But at the same time, it's like, isn't that like, there's no end, right? The journey is the goal or whatever. So it
Yes,
is kind
yes.
of like, you just have to kind of, and I think in every profession, in every creative, every founder that I've talked to, every person who does something, anything that they put out there, I think it's always brave people. You have to be so brave to do that because, like, you're putting yourself
Hmm.
out there.